What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. This year marked the 4-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, along with those other beautiful people that was aboard that helicopter that tragically crashed back in the year 2020. I've put out video talking about this before recently, and there's been a lot of tribute videos that have went up around that time for people to celebrate Kobe Bryant's life. And it looks like Gil's Arena honors the great Kobe Bryant. If you don't know what Gil's Arena is, it's Gilbert Arena's show or podcast that's on YouTube. He's grown pretty rapidly and has a lot of hot takes. Says a lot of controversial stuff, stirs up the pot. Sometimes the things Gilbert Arena says is absolutely ridiculous, and then other times it's like, you got a good take, Gil, but you never know what you're gonna get from him. It's just inconsistency, I feel like, in his takes, but it is what it is. But I'm happy to hear that the panel were honoring Kobe. So this video is about 13 and a half minutes long. Let's get into it.
This Friday is the 4-year anniversary of Kobe and Gigi's passing, along with 7 others. We can all remember where we were when we found out the news, and the basketball world will never be the same without the Mamba and Mambacita. You guys all had the opportunity to play against Kobe during your times in the league. What are some of your favorite memories of Kobe?
I think for me, I just remember being young, getting a chance to watch Kobe work out at like 5 a.m. He invited some high school kids to come, and we were able to watch him work out at like 5 a.m. That was very inspiring. And then when I tore my Achilles, he took a picture of my son, Legend, in the back, and we were talking about Achilles and, just give me some tips on, getting it healed and things like that. So, and then just being on the court. Just being on the court with Kobe Bryant. I mean, growing up in L.A., watching him win championships. He was the first player on the court wearing them black tights. I remember us being in high school, going to wear black tights because Kobe had them on. But, yeah, it just sets a lot of trends, man. 20 years in a Laker uniform. I mean, the greatest we've ever seen, to me, in a Laker uniform ever.
Brandon, you grew up out here. What did that legacy of Kobe mean, just 20 years with the Lakers? What do you feel like he meant to the city, meant to the community?
I mean, a lot. I mean, seeing him at 18, things he went through in Utah, airborne, and coming back and overcoming all that, moving to the Staples Center, winning rings. It was like, man, it was like he was from here because we seen him grow up. So, yeah, man, we got 20 years of great basketball from Kobe Bryant. So I can say being a Laker, being from L.A., I really appreciate him.
Rashad, obviously.
Man, how you just transition over me? I want to go last, man. Let me go last, man.
He taught me how to be a perfectionist in the craft of, just work ethic. When I came into the league, we all think we have a high-level work ethic because we in the gym and we training and all that stuff. And, being at Golden State, I got no one, everyone's just doing what they do. So, when I got a chance to do that first appearance in the Lakers arena, and he allowed me to stay, right? Because at that time, who's what's the dude over there? And I'm like, I play for the Golden State Warriors. And then I had to look, and he's like, it's fine. So me just watching just what it is to be great and the steps it makes is something that I can never, let go. I seen what it looks like up close year after year. You know what I mean? Game 7 type shit, 500 shots. I seen what a mechanic looks like. So, if I never got that opportunity, I don't know what my career would have been.
So Coach saw you, said, nah, Gil can stay. Didn't even know you at that point? Or do you think
he probably knew me, but, he could have easily said, no, I don't need you. Get the fuck out of here. It's whatever.
Do you think there was some respect, though, that even you showing up that early even to try to see and learn?
Probably. That's what I said. I never asked, why'd you let me stay that first time, but I'm glad he did because I really got to see what a work ethic was. You know what I mean? You know, it's like somebody like getting the chance to watch like a Mayweather or a Tom, like behind the scenes, just what you're doing. And, you know, I didn't play for the Lakers and all that stuff, but I got exactly what I needed to progress in my career. So when people ask like, yo, how did you, you know, go from here to here? I watched what a work ethic looks like.
So Lexi, what are some of your favorite Kobe memories?
Well, I've never got the pleasure of being able to meet him. Unfortunately, my dad did, though. They did a camp together, I think in China it might have been. And, like, just how excited my dad was when he got back to be able to spend that time with him, like, was really cool to me. And I just always knew about his work ethic. I wore Kobe's when I was in high school. Like, he was definitely one of my favorite players. And one of the most amazing things to see was his support for the W. Like, we had never had an NBA player, former or current, show that much love and respect for our league before. And that was, like, really special to us. And I was really looking forward to being able to meet Kobe and Gigi, you know, while I was playing in the W, hopefully as a LA Spark, as an all-star, all those things. But unfortunately not able to have that opportunity. But, I mean, what he means to the basketball community is amazing. And, you know, I do wish I was able to pick his brain at least for, like, a few minutes. So, yeah.
Ken, you and Kobe had some battles during your time, but obviously a tremendous amount of respect for him. Just what are some of your favorite memories of going up against Kobe, and just what did you see on the court when you're playing against him?
No, mine predates the NBA at ABCD camp. Like, I didn't know none. Project kid coming from Dallas, Texas, man. I was new to this whole thing of this AAU world of basketball and all these camps. Like, I had never been to nothing like that. And I didn't understand the hype. And people was following this kid around, like really following him around, like catering to him. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And they told me, that's Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, who the hell is Kobe Bryant? And they thought, oh, she's the number one player in y'all class. Like I said, I'm naive. And I'm thinking, because they had us going in fucking classes. And I'm thinking like, oh, he the number one player in the class. Okay, cool. So he's studious. Like, that's my thought process at the time. I'm really naive. Then we got on the court and I was like, he going straight to the league. He this, he that. I was like, oh, okay, I see it. But he was walking around with a big ass radio, and people was catering to him. And it turned out that they was right. Like, it was that, man. But nah, it was that memory, man. But just the battles we had throughout, man. Like I said, I didn't play his position, but I was tasked to guard and battle, and certain things said back and forth, but it's all in competition. Never out of disrespect, never out of any kind of hatred. But as you know, I put him on my all-dog team, man, so y'all know the way I feel about him. So.
And when you look back, you going at him, how long did it take for you to have that respect? Was it from ABC to camp on, or was there a point in the league when you were playing against each other?
No, he never backed down. Like, that skill set, most guys that's that good, they not confrontational. They not looking for action. Like, they just, and when I saw that, I saw Mike in that regard, right? Just no backing down from shit, from no one at no particular time. And he was a kid, and this was a thing for him, right? And just never didn't take no shit from nobody, man. And that said a lot for the skill set that he had, and he knew what. Like, we had a conversation one day. He like, you know what I do out here? And I said, you know what I do out here? And we both laughed it off. You know, like it's that, right? Like, I'm not gonna me and him would have never had to come to that, because it's basketball. It's a chess match. So it was a level of respect. So
okay,
it was dope.
Which, I mean, coming from you, obviously.
Oh yeah, it was.
If you smelled any weakness on the dude, you call, but just to see that level of respect, camaraderie, and actually both y'all being able to break character in those moments. Yeah. But Rashad, we'll move over to you. Just what's your favorite Kobe memories, and what did he mean to you?
I mean, I got introduced to Kobe in 2001 by Boston Celtics scout Mike Procopio. He used to send me footage when I was in high school, guys to study. He thought I had a great talent, and Kobe was the one guy. He's just like, study this. Study his footwork. It was Lakers versus Sacramento, Lakers versus Spurs. from 2001 to 2003, just look at this, watch it. And he sent me some Paul Pierce stuff and some other people, but Kobe was number one. And I remember just being in the league before, it was like first year he wore 24. And before I got to have any conversations with him off the floor and get to know him, I insulted him immediately. It was like 0.8 on the clock, three-quarter court. And I'm he's literally like telling him, like, give me the ball, I'm about to make this shot. And I'm like, man, only Michael Jordan make this type of motherfucking shot. And the look he gave me, Michael, don't you ever say that name around me. And proceeded to hit the fucking shot with 0.8 on the clock. And that's, walking back to the bench, that's when I'm like, everything that I studied up until this point, everything that I seen up until this point, the 81 points, the mentality, and the audacity to be challenged and compared to something that he was trying to go and reach. It was like, what? Don't say that name around me. I'm chasing that. And that just brought me to a whole nother realization of what kind of air you have to have, what kind of confidence you have to have, even if it's confused as arrogance. Don't test me. Don't try me. I can do it. And on any level, under any circumstances. And that's what he became, like that hero type of guy. Like, oh yeah, that's Superman. That's a different dude. And it helped me this morning to grow with the epiphany to not be a LeBron James hater anymore. So I want to be able to not diminish what LeBron is accomplishing and seeing how far Kobe came with the haters that he had, and to be able to be such a fan of his, such a student of his, and him being a mentor to me, and seeing how LeBron has the same thing and the same effect with this younger generation. So I can't take anything away from LeBron no longer. And it may seem like it's hating from a malice or personal level, but it's not. It's a competitive thing for me. He's always been my deepest, darkest competitor. And I refuse to continue to make it seem like I'm diminishing his accomplishments, because a guy like Kobe, we never thought would be gone. And I don't want to, not give LeBron credit for all the accomplishments he's accomplished thus far. So just take the moment to say that, because there's a lot of haters out there that, hate on me as well. Yeah. So I don't want to diminish that. And I do want a clutch check. And I you know what I'm saying? I do want to go to parties, and I do, I want the cat. I can't get the cat if I ain't got LeBron in the hat, right? So let's put LeBron in the hat and bring the cat, okay?
But I mean, even
that was almost a beautiful moment.
It's almost a beautiful Lexi's Arena. But even LeBron coming to Lakers, I think, and continuing that legacy. And LeBron's smart, he's strategic, knowing what come with that. This is Kobe City. You come to this team, initially it was rocky at first, but I think he honored Kobe's legacy and helped bring some championship waves back. We'll see if they can continue to go on that route. But, I think all across the board, just hearing y'all talk about it, because I obviously never played in the league, but just as a fan of the game, like, I wasn't a Kobe fan, I wasn't a Laker fan growing up, but always had a tremendous amount of respect. But Kobe, LeBron fans, obviously years of battling each other, going at each other, shit got very nasty. As you know, social media can be a very, very dark place. But just the amount of respect. I remember watching that Dream Team or Redeem Team doc and just seeing both those dudes and the amount of respect that they have for each other and love they have for each other. And it really forced you to take a step back and just really, appreciate all the stuff you're saying. So it's great to hear you say that. But, we honor Kobe's legacy still. And it's wild that it's been 4 years now. It feels like it's been such a huge void during that time. Like, life keeps going, but you never stop forgetting about just the impact and contributions he made on and off the court. Second chapter, winning an Oscar, and all the amazing stuff he was doing. Yeah. On the other side, kind of just being a great role model for guys like yourself, is now you figure out what you're going to do once your basketball career is over, and just how you keep expanding your life and giving your life purpose. Lexi, like you mentioned, all the stuff on the women's basketball side, pulling up the WNBA games, rocking the orange WNBA hoodie, being such a visible member. Then obviously with Gigi, helping to follow that legacy, that squad. I remember the story about them getting their ass kicked one year, then beating the team by 100 the next year, and them all posing in the photo. But just seeing that Mamba mentality and how it was in her and ingrained in her as well. So, really appreciate all y'all just kind of sharing those memories and moments. And, just want to send a ton of love to Vanessa and the rest of the family as we now honor Kobe, the 4th anniversary of his passing. So
Well done there. Well done. Well done by the panel. Got that. Kobe Bryant, 24. Rest in peace. What up? Got the coat right here. Y'all know. Bean Bryant time. Y'all know. Anyway, yeah, nice words. I love to hear some Kobe Bryant stories come out. Ones that I've never heard before. I've never heard Brandon Jennings really speak on them, and I love how Gil. It's kind of like, hey, I don't even know what the hell kind of player I would have turned out had I not got a glimpse of what made Kobe Bryant great, of what made Kobe Bryant Kobe Bryant. This guy's out here taking hundreds and 1,000 shots on a regular Monday morning, a regular Monday afternoon. Probably just beat a team by 20 points and still going out there practicing like he lost by 40 points. You know what I mean? That's how Kobe Bryant was wired, but it was nice to hear a player like Gil, because people forget, man, Gil had a stretch there where he was a monster. They called him Hibachi, Agent Zero. He was hitting all them damn game winners. He was pulling up 3 or 4 feet from the three-point line regularly, or from behind the three-point line regularly, when people was expecting it to go in. Gil was doing that, man. He dropped 60 on Kobe and the Lakers. The Hibachi, man. He had a stretch there where he was definitely one of the elite scorers in the NBA and one of the better players in the NBA. With the Wizards, absolutely. And who knows? Like Gil said, I don't know if I would ever turn into that. The young lady that spoke on the panel, I don't really watch this show a lot. I see small clips here and there. That's about it. I'm pretty sure she's a regular on the show, so I don't know who she is. I think did they say her name was Lexi? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But I guess she had her father was, I guess, in the NBA or in the NBA circles. And I guess she plays or played in the WNBA. I don't really know her whole story, but apparently she was a Kobe Bryant fan. And, of course, I like that Kenya Martin is there. He's been, I don't know if he's like officially a regular person on this show, but I've seen him a couple times. And I love, man, Kenya Martin be keeping it real a lot of the times. And so far from the takes I've heard, whether I agree or disagree with him, he definitely seems very level-headed, and he doesn't speak. He's not one of these stats, analyst stats. He's like, listen, man, I'm telling you what the deal was. Damn the numbers. I love him for that. And they had battles, man, especially in the 2002 NBA Finals. Kenya Martin was on that team with Jason Kidd, with Kerry Kittles, Richard Jefferson, McCullough. Kobe dunked on McCullough. Facial poster. Nasty. One of my favorite Kobe Bryant does. Tomahawk style to it. Yam, do that thing straight down on that boy. What? But, there's a lot of Kobe Bryant stories out there that people don't really talk about. So it's good to hear his name get brought up and people speak on these things. I really, really like to hear it. Really do. I never got to meet Kobe Bryant. I would have been nice, would have been really cool. I've been to quite a few Laker games at Staples, away from Staples. Whenever there was a chance for me to go watch him play, I always go watch him play, and I was never disappointed. Like, every Laker game I ever went to, Kobe was there, Mamba mentality, ready to go before he even coined Mamba mentality. I was at those games, and I've seen him drop 30 plus. I've seen him drop 40 plus. I've seen him drop 50 plus. I've seen him drop 60 plus. I've seen him in the Laker games I've been to. I've been a part of like 4 game-winning shots and another one to force overtime in Sacramento, and would proceed to win in overtime or double overtime. Like, I've got to see all the best moments from Kobe Bryant that made him Kobe Bryant. Like, those things that made him who he was, I got to see them firsthand, and I was just happy that he was always there, ready to play, ready to perform, hurt, or like if he was physically able to walk, he was going to try to be out there, and I appreciate him for that, because he was able to deliver moments that I will never forget, and I got to see it live and up close and personal. So, like, God, man, I got nothing but love for that man. Mamba Kobe was my guy. KB. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about it. Share whatever you would like to share regarding Kobe Bryant. Drop it in the comment section. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and all those beautiful souls that passed away in that tragic accident. And, Kobe Bryant continues to live through me. I'm going to keep his legacy alive off this channel and on this channel. Being Bryant. Check out our Kobe Bryant playlist, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. We out, baby.